Hello everyone. In this video, I want to help you by describing to you the 3 things you should be doing to build your vocabulary for the GRE. So, the first thing you should be doing is use some sort of guided vocabulary study app or course. So, the best app out there, I would say, is the Galvanize vocabulary app. The reason why I believe it's the best is it, first of all, doesn't require you to actually memorize a definition. It cares more about if you can choose synonyms to words, okay? The second thing that is good about this app is it gives you these cool little mnemonics and images to help you memorize words. And that's pretty unique. Most apps don't give you that. And for some people, that's actually a much better way of learning. The other option you have is to use the vocabulary study section of the course that I wrote with Achievable. It gives you the 250 most used words, which will be the best use of your time to study these words instead of the next 2,000, simply because they're the most used. And it gives you each of these words. It obviously tells you the definition, but it tells you the synonyms for those words, synonyms you may know, synonyms you may not know, and it gives you the words used in a sentence. Each time you read through a set of 25 words, you will be given a quiz, and in that quiz, just like the Galvanize app, you will be asked to present or click on synonyms instead of actually clicking on a definition, which is so important for the GRE. Now, there are a couple other ways you can prepare. First off, anytime you do text completion questions or sentence equivalence questions, if you come across words that you don't know, you need to make flashcards out of them. So on the flashcard, like a physical flashcard, on the flashcard, you need to write on one side the word, and on the other side, write the word written in a sentence. In fact, it should be a sentence that you create. That way you have some sort of experience with this word that just makes it that much stronger in your memory, the connection. Now, you should also have a couple of synonyms, and that should actually replace the definition. The synonyms should let you know the meaning of the sentence or the meaning of the word, just like the sentence does. One of them should be something you know, like a word that you know already. That way you can be sure that you're understanding what the word means. But the other synonyms should be words that are lesser known, words that maybe you've seen before in the GRE, or just words that seem like they would be GRE words. When you write these flashcards, like I said, one side is the word, the other side is the word written in a sentence that you create, and then synonyms. Now, once you actually study these flashcards, you need to basically, look at the flashcard, see if you know it. If you don't know it, put it in a wrong pile, and if you do know it, put it in a correct pile. When you finish, your wrong pile will be, maybe a little bit thick, but later in the day, you should go through the wrong pile. Don't do it immediately. If you do it immediately, sometimes we trick ourselves into thinking that we actually know something if we saw it 30 seconds earlier. You need to actually wait later in the day to see if you actually internalize the meaning. When you do it later in the day, again, you make a wrong pile and a correct pile. The correct pile is done for the rest of the day. It's the wrong pile that you continually pick up until the end of the day. Hopefully, the wrong pile is empty. Eventually, after a few days, you will notice some words never end up in the wrong pile. Those words you can start to get rid of. That way your pile doesn't get huge, because you should be adding more and more words the more you study. So that is the second thing you should be doing. The first thing is a directed study through some sort of course where they know the best words and they know the best synonyms. The second thing is doing the words that you specifically don't know, that you have found through your studies. Okay? Now, the third thing you should be doing is something more passive. You should be either watching some videos just about GRE synonyms, maybe lists of words where they talk about like explanations and the meanings, or you should be listening to podcasts. There are 2 podcasts on my website that are probably, I think they're the best for GRE vocabulary. The best one for sure is Victor Prep. I used that when I used to study. And by the way, all of these materials, everything I brought up today in this video is linked on my website, guidetogre.com, but you can see it all in the description as well. So I hope this helps, and good luck.